Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Solidworks Studio. Let's start another lecture on SolidWorks. So in this lecture we will start sketching. At the left corner here you can see there is an option of sketch, and if we will click on this small arrow then we can see that there are two options. One is sketch, this is basically 2D sketch, and other is 3D sketch. This is the basic and this is the advanced level sketching. So now we will just focus on sketch. Okay, so if I click on sketch, then here you can see that the three planes are shown. See, this is the front plane, this is the top plane, and this is the right plane. If we are going to enter in the sketching mode, then first it asks to select a plane, like which plane we want to select to draw our sketch. Let's suppose I want to draw a top sketch on the top plane. Then here you can see that as the color is changed, so I have to select this one. Okay, and now you can see that I have select the plane, and here you can see that we are in the sketching mode, and even here you can see also a icon that indicate that we are in sketching mode. And if we want to exit from the sketching mode, then we can click here. Okay, so let's start our first lecture in the sketching. So first we select the line. Okay, so here one important thing, as I just bring my cursor at this line, then here you can see that the quick help toolbar is pop up, and it will describe how you can draw a line. Okay, so similarly if I bring our cursor on the circle, then you can see that the quick help bar is pop up, and it guide us how can we use this tool. Okay, let's start from the line. If I click here, it means that it has some other options. Okay, the tool, see, this tool don't have any small arrow. It means that it has only one function, that is present. But if you can see there is the option of a small arrow, it means that it has other options. If I select this small arrow, now you can see that there are three different types of lines. Okay, the first is a solid line, and the second is center line, and the third one is a midpoint line. Let's start from the center line. If I select center line, okay, now what I have to do, I have to click a point where I want to start my line. Okay, and if you bring your cursor from here, now you can see it's taking the reference from the origin, and you can see if it's at the bottom of the cursor there is a horizontal line, it means that our line is horizontal. And if I bring upward, so you can see it also take the reference, and you can see that vertical sign with the cursor, that now our line is vertical. Okay, let's suppose we start sketching from the origin. This is the origin where xy is equal to 0. So we just click here and then drag your cursor from which side where you want to draw. See, if I want to draw from this side and this side, then we can draw. Let's suppose I draw from this side and said okay. And now if I one click on it, now still I am in the line command. Okay, if you want to exit from this, so you can press the escape button, or you can just right click on it and then go to select. Now we are exit from our command. Okay, so now we need to draw a vertical line. Okay, so similarly we will select a center line, and we will select the center of this, and then go to state and click here, then right click and said okay. So now we have draw our first lines. Okay, why I use this line, center line, because the central line is not considered as a sketching part. Like when we are going to convert our 2D model into 3D model, then these line will not be considered as a sketch line. Okay, so these are the, we can say these are the construction line, or we can say these are the reference line. Now we will go to the this line. Okay, solid line. So we'll select this solid line. Let's suppose I want to draw a, we can say square. So I can select anywhere and then bring my cursor down. Okay, so here you can see that now this line is at angle, and you can see the value of the angle at the right side. Okay, but if you want to draw a vertical line, now see, you can see it's suggesting that our line is exactly vertical. Okay, and you can see that the length and the angle is 90 degree, because it's taking the angle from the horizontal surface. And the yellow sign also indicate that now our line is vertical. So I just select here, then we select move this side, then we move this side, and then we move close, and then we right click. Okay, so there is another idea that you need to remember, that if we want to convert a 2D geometry into 3D geometry, then our sketch must be close. Okay, so now you can see that the color is changed. It means that now our sketch is closed. Okay, and we can extrude this sketch. But under this status bar you also need to follow this one. Here you can see that our sketch is underdefined. So before going to 3D modeling, to convert this into 3D modeling, first we have to convert our sketch into fully defined. And now you can see that the color is blue, so it means that if I will pick this one and try to increase the size, then I can. Okay, so until the color of these lines is blue, it means that our sketch is not fully defined. Or from here we can also see that it's not a fully defined. So how can we fully define our sketch? For that we have to use either we can fully define with the help of these relations that we will discuss in our separate video, because this is also very important, so we will discuss later. And the other option is sketching. Okay, so the other option is smart dimensions. When we draw something and after that we need to specify its size, so we will select smart dimension. Okay, now you can see that with sign, with my cursor is look like a dimension sign. So now I have to specify the, okay, so how you can specify, see if I bring my cursor at this line, now you can see that the color of the whole line is changed. And now if I select this one and move my cursor from left side, you can see that there is a dimension, so we need to click. Okay, so here we can specify the, when we will click, then it will show the modify tool. So here we can specify our we can say dimension. Let's suppose we want to make it 100 millimeters, so we just put 100 and said here is the sign of OK. So we will click OK. So see, now it's 100 millimeter. Okay, similarly we want to do the dimension for this line is 200. Okay, but this time let's suppose, you can see I bring my cursor at the line and the color of the line is changed. Okay, so I can use this one, like click this one and bring bottom. Okay, so but there is another way. Let's escape. If I will select this line and then select this line, then it will draw a dimension between these two lines. So these two different ways, there are many ways, so these are two main ways how can you draw a dimension of a line. Like you can select the line and you can select the upper, like these lines as a reference point. Okay, so now said okay, but I need to change this dimension. Okay, so how we can modify a dimension? Why we like SolidWorks is very we can say parametric software, and in which anytime you can modify your model. Let's suppose I want to make it 200, so we will double click on it. If we double click on it, then it again open the modifying tool. So here I can put the value of like 200 and said okay. But still you can see that okay, dimensions are okay. Now you can see that it means that we have fixed these dimensions. You can see if I try to move this one, so it's moving, but what is not changing? The length is not changing. So, and here you can see that our sketch is still underdefined. So what we have to do, first we have to fix this sketch. So where we can fix this sketch, so if you are a beginner, so you have to focus on your region. Okay, so we have to give dimension from with respect to the region, because the region is a fixed point. Now this will fix it. Okay, so I go to the sketch. So here we can select the origin point, and then we can select this line. Okay, so now let's suppose I want to make it 100, and okay, now you can see that these two lines are color is changed and they become the black. It means that these two lines are fixed, but still there is these two lines are not fixed, so we can change these lines. See, it's not moving now horizontally because we fixed with this reference point, but it can move up and down because these lines are not fixed with the reference. So how can we do that? Again, we go to the smart dimension, we will select this line, and then we will select this fixed center. Okay, and then we will put here 50 and said okay. So now you can see that our sketch is fully defined. So here we can see that the fully defined, then now we can go to extrude it. Okay, so this is for very beginner level. So first we will see the different sketch tools. We will cover these sketch tools, and then we will move to 3D. So in our initial videos we will just focus on 2D drawing. Okay, so this is the use of line. So you have to remember the use of solid line, and you also need to remember these smart dimensions. Okay, and next line is center line. I already told you that we can use as a reference point. And next is a midpoint line. So there is the only difference between the solid line midpoint line, that is that let's suppose I click here and I try to extend the line in right side, then you can say that it will extend both sides. So therefore it's called midpoint lines. This line if I click here and then drag here and next click here, then it draw only a line from here to here. But this one, if I click at the center and if I will extend the line from left, then equal amount of line length will be extended on the other side. So similarly, if I select this midpoint line, if I draw vertical in downward direction or any direction, now you can see that the line is extended from the center point. So in this way we can use these line commands. Okay, so these are the three lines. Okay, so we discuss all these lines, and we also discuss about the smart dimension. Okay, and also discuss about the now you can see here about the status of the sketch. Now it's also saying that our sketch is underdefined. This part of the sketch is fully defined, but this part of the sketch is underdefined. So I just drawed you to show you how can we use this one. So just we can delete this one. Okay, so I hope you like my video. Please subscribe my YouTube channel and press the bell icon so that you can get the notification of my upcoming video. If you want to learn SolidWorks, okay, you can see that I'm spending too much time. Okay, but we just learn a few things. I am doing this because I have experience of more than 8 years in SolidWorks, and I also doing freelancing in SolidWorks. So if we are not familiar with all the small things, sometimes we are doing a project and we have a very short time and we are not able to do, and there is a small mistake that can, like due to this small mistake, maybe we are not able to finish our project on time. Okay, so therefore if you will follow this course, at the end you will be able to do your projects very well and in very short time. Okay, so let's meet in next video.